Hello, thanks for joining me, astrologer Patrick Arundell, for your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 15th of March for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be delighted if you did so now. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. If you'd like to have a one-to-one consultation with me, please see the link below. You can read my testimonials. Or if you'd like to ascend above a zodiac sign astrology and embrace more serious insights, you can do so in a very affordable way by checking out my horoscope reports in the link below. You can also get 30% off your year's forecast and character analysis, all based on your time, date and place of birth. Hello Libra, and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 15th of March. This week begins with Mercury, the planet of communication, moving out of your sector of self-expression into the sector of practicalities. Now, if you do need to grapple with details, this will be really helpful because the role of Neptune recently has been very uplifting, very spiritual, but perhaps in some ways a little bit draining. So if you have felt physically down on power, even if there have been possibilities to improve certain elements of your situation, and you've been more virtuous about your diet, or you've done a cleanse, or you've been in some way detoxing, which would be entirely appropriate with that Neptune energy in your sixth house. I just feel that Mercury moving into this area gives you the opportunity to be a bit sharper, to get to grips with those smaller strands that are important to the big picture. It's also true to say that your ruler is aligned to the Sun all this week, and both forge a very positive and productive angle to Pluto. If you're moving home, wanting to make changes in your home environment, working from home, I think you can bring it all to life in a very positive way this week. Also, Jupiter in your fifth house is forging a subtle but very helpful link to Neptune. Do you know, if you can bring your artistry, your creativity, your love of form and function, you know, a lot of artists are Libran. So if there's something that you want to bring about in your world, bring it into reality. You can be quite inspirational in the way you go about it. Do you know, in purely astrological terms, not so much what's going on this week, but in terms of the cycle of the planets, the fact that the Sun moves back to the start of its journey on Saturday is very significant for your sign in particular. So the vernal equinox, the first point of the astrological calendar, it's also a point where you're thinking more about relationships. So the following month can see you really grappling with how effectively you're feeling, that your point of view, your needs, and your sense of recognition are coming to the fore in terms of how you impact with others. But because there's a quarter moon on Sunday, particularly around a professional situation or a job, if you've got a line manager or someone who works for you where it's not working quite so well, and the more sacrificing side of your nature, which has been so to the fore recently, is still not being recognised in the way it should be, I think you can find yourself being a bit more militant. Now, militancy and Libra may not seem to go together, but you know, if you really need to be much more assertive, you do have the potential to show the fire of your opposite sign. So if a relationship needs you to be more assertive, more outspoken, you will bring these tools into being from the end of this week and for the following 30 days. But generally, the most part of this week does give you an opportunity to just get to grips with those details, and that can help something that you've been altering recently to come to life in a pragmatic and tangible way.